I was asked to come here and share a perspective about the root cause, the real causes of why the BP oil spill is happening, why oil spills, period, happen. And fortunately, Antonia touched on that a little bit. But I'm going to expand, so bear with me, and I will move into solutions for whoever was out there going, get the solutions. Okay, so we heard in the presentations, in Rose's presentation, in Antonia's presentation, and with the comrade on the phone, I'm forgetting his name, Byron, there were two seemingly different kind of crises that we're dealing with and talking about, right? There's the ecological crisis, what's happening to the ocean, what's happening to the marine life, what's happening to the shores, the pictures of the birds and the dolphins that we saw, and all of that. And then we, the sea turtles and, the current that is possibly / likely going to carry the oil through towards the Indian Ocean, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. And then we heard Byron and Anna from Communities for a Better Environment talk about the impacts on people, on their health, on their livelihoods, on their cultures, on their relationship to their traditional lands. And these, sometimes we deal with them as separate issues, right? But we should be clear that these seemingly separate dilemmas are one interrelated and complex crises, yeah? That has one very important thing in common, and that is the root cause of both of them. The root cause is not the BP oil spill. The root cause is not even the oil industry. It is bigger than that. What is it? The root cause is our economic system of global industrial mass production, consumption, distribution, and disposal. That is it. And, obviously our exploitation of fossil fuels is key. It's the culprit we all love to hate. Bad oil, Yeah, I love hating oil, It's like you get into it after a while. You got all these like Chevron things and, Shell oil with the calavera on it, dripping blood, It's like we love to hate big oil, But it's so much bigger than that, right? And this, the nature of this kind of economy that defines progress as never-ending growth and expansion at all costs is bound to result in highly irrational behavior, right? Such as sacrificing life over millennia, if you think about the way what oil actually is, right? So that a small population of people that believe themselves to be better than everybody else can accumulate material wealth and impose their way of life on the rest of us, right? And so many, many decades ago, the engineers of our current economy and social setup decided and accepted that extreme exploitation of oil and fossil fuels and use of it would be the way, and the only way, to create and maintain this way of life that would bring the capitalist dream to life, right? It was a decision that was made, like Lindsay was saying, right? So the way it works, just like Capitalism 101, everybody's got it down mostly, right? But like, you can pretty much go anywhere you want, take anything you want from any place on the earth, anywhere, make it into anything you want, dispose of your waste and your workers however you please, wherever you please, charge a lot of money for the things you produce, influence ancient ways of thought with those things that you produce, and then get everybody along that chain of production to advertise and promote your economy. Genius. They're assholes, but they're not dumb, It's like they got it down. And if we think about the word economy, right? It's a Greek origin word, eco meaning home, omni meaning to manage, economy. This is about the way we manage our home. This is about the way we manage planet Earth, right? And life as we know it would not be possible without fossil fuels. How bad would that be? Let's see. No iPods, no iPads, no plasma TVs, no motorized individual passenger cars, no plastic bags, no pleather boots for $9.99 from Payless. Damn. No Prada sunglasses, maybe. No portable photo printers, that sucks. No acrylic nails, no permanent hair dye. No Coca-Cola, Spam, Chicken McNuggets, or sour gummy worms. No endless rows of dyed paper products in any of the millions of big box stores. No trips around the world in 48 hours. Then again, no island of plastic twice the size of Texas. No plumes of sulfuric acid over Richmond, California. No skyrocketing rates of cancer and diabetes concentrated in Native and people of color communities all over the world. No spontaneous combustion of flames out of contaminated rivers. No mass displacement of land-based peoples. No rapid and unprecedented extinction of plant, animal, and insect species that we actually have no idea how to live without. No modern forms of genocide. I don't know about you, but I'm willing to make that trade. Yeah. And as it stands today, one of the most important root causes of this whole problem and what keeps that system alive is that story. The story that we believe that tells us that all of that destruction is worth it, that it's okay. It's worth it for all of that to happen. Those things, those people, those lives, they're dispensable because of that list of first things that I read off, because I get to watch that big TV, because, right? This way of life caters to that lazy part inside of us, that juvenile, right? That's like, I want it, I don't care what it takes, give it to me, bring it to me right now. I don't want to walk over there to get it, bring it to my doorstep. I want it, it's pretty, it's shiny, I like it, it tastes good, it feels good. I want it, just give it to me, I don't care, don't tell me what it takes, just I want it, right? Like convenience and fashion are the antichrist of life. It's like we will dispose and do anything to get the next model, you know? And there's been so much misspent energy responding to this disaster. Countless hours, millions of dollars investigating just what little mechanical piece didn't work in that freaking drill, right? Where did our ingenuity go wrong? You know, so much wasted energy in looking at that when we're, lacking that systemic lens that would otherwise have us criticizing the whole system as opposed to looking at BP like they're the ones at fault, right? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? So it's like at the same time, Obama administration, oh bummer, and the rest of the government and all of the other industries that are pressuring Obama's administration to continue offshore drilling, right? All these industries that depend on fossil fuel, right? We're going for it. It's happening, right? So BP, I heard this on the news. Aria, where are you? She was reading it to me. They're like, we want to drill off of the Alaskan coast somewhere. Oh, no offshore drilling? No problem. Let's build a gravel island. Look it up. I mean, it was out there. You know what I'm saying? So when the next BP oil spill happens off the coast of Alaska, who are you going to blame? That oil company? No, don't fall for it, The problem is that what is actually insane has become so completely normalized, right? That we're made to feel like freaks when we suggest something like, hey, maybe we shouldn't drill 18,000 feet down because we don't actually know what's there and what could happen. And everyone's like, oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Sorry, right? So it's like we're walking around feeling all bad about the way, what's actually right? Because everything that's actually insane has been normalized.